Hey y'all, just giving a garden update. Made a bunch of money today, so I'm in a pretty good mood. I got some sunflowers growing pretty big. A little basil down there in the corner. But most of them are taller than me, except for this little guy right here. He gets the least amount of sun, because you don't really get a lot until the end of the day. But got some maters, cherry tomatoes, I believe. I'm not sure. Could be Romas. I wasn't the best labeler. A sweet potato that I just threw in the ground and said, hey, hopefully this works, and it did. And some kale beside it, a little bit of lettuce growing in the shade right there. This was my spinach. I'm letting it self-sow back into the ground. Got some weeds growing. Buy weeds. Carrots. So I sowed these ones really thick, and as they grow, I pull out some baby carrots here and there for the family and the guinea pig and myself, and that allows the other ones to get even bigger. Got some broccoli. This is actually in its second year. I started it last year, and it survived the winter because it was a pretty mild winter, and I protected it. Some more tomatoes. They didn't sell, and they got a little too big for the pots, so I just decided to grow them myself. Got some potatoes. I believe this one's just about done. It's starting to turn yellow, so I'll probably pull that out pretty soon. The compost. Doesn't that look delicious? Yeah. If you're a bacteria, it would. Here's a pile. It's about half done. My compost was about done, but then I got this load of wood chips, and I didn't have any more room for it, so I had to add in some wood chips. So I'm just letting that sit. This one's a little bit fresher, so I'll turn those pretty soon again. They probably won't finish this year though, because the wood chips take forever. Here's some carrots I'm letting go to seed, and if you can see, there's some bok choy I'm letting go to seed as well. This is a pumpkin. No pumpkins yet, at least not that I see. No, all males. Fucking sausage fest. Cabbage, some basil. I'm probably going to top those, repot them, sell them as cuttings. A pepper. I'm in the shadow. Should be a bell pepper, I believe. Some more cabbage and some cilantro, but I couldn't stand cutting the cilantro, so I'm letting it go to seed. I'll harvest it as coriander, and then I'll use that. I like coriander. That's a ornamental lily, I think. It was on sale. I've been branching into flowers because I don't want to step on the people's toes at the farmer's market I go to, so I only do a limited amount of veggies so far. I mean, eventually, once I get a little more land and I can really compete, then we'll go. Cabbage is just about done though. Getting there. Got this big old mammoth zucchini plant we've already eaten a couple off of. And we got some more growing. If you look down in here, we got one there, we got one there. That's all the females, I believe. It's fucking smothering this tomato plant. Gotta pull this over and rehang it, but it's still growing tomatoes, so it's getting plenty of sun. This thing got so much sun. Look at that leaf curl. Ooh. Oh. Eee. It was really struggling. But got some beefsteaks down there. I'm about to finish up. don't know if you guys saw my potato plant. Here's some more cherry tomatoes. There's some kale down in there as well, hidden. And, some more bok choy. It was just too hot this summer and it just all kept bolting too fast, so I'm just letting it all go to seed. I really like bok choy though. I've been really enjoying it. Some more basil. I'm probably gonna, once again, I'll probably cut these tops off right there, repot them, sell them. People love basil. Me, I am people. It's good shit. Trying to grow some strawberries in this little line right here. This bed isn't done yet. Just been using it to store some wood chips because I didn't have enough dirt for it. Strawberries aren't coming up though. And I got a zucchini I got from the neighbor. It's growing pretty well, but I need to come in here and thin it out a little bit. Some big old corn plants. And some cucumber down in here. These freaking squash vines, man, look at them. Ooh, boy. They get around. This is what they call Three Sisters style. Well, it's inspired by the Three Sisters. It's not technically Three Sisters because there's like a whole religious tradition and certain plants you're supposed to use, I guess, and I don't want to step on anyone's toes. But it's Three Sisters inspired, so we got all this squash growing down here as like a mulch. Help keep the soil cool. And then growing up I don't know if you could see it, but growing up the corn here, right, are some green beans. And the corn you see is getting pretty tall. This one here is almost as tall as me. If I stretch this out, it's about as tall as me. No tassels yet. Ooh, little spider. Can't tell if can't tell. There he is. Yeah, you see him? Hey, little guy. Helping keep my plants safe. You're fine. I don't want to put you out, bro. I do a really hands-off pest control in this garden. I've never sprayed anything. I don't plan to. It would have to get out of control for me to want to spray something. Here's some carrot that I already let flower. It's about to go to seed anytime now. Not at all what I expected carrot flowers to look like. You see those in the wild all the time. Crazy. Some pumpkins that I repotted. Yeah. No dig for the most part. I dug this bed out because I had to get something going. Like I said, my compost didn't quite finish up like I wanted it to, so I double dug this bed. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but I went down about a shovel head and put that to the side, and then went down another shovel head and put that to the side, and then put the first load back in to add some organic matter deep down, and then put the other load on top, and then I topped that with what little bit of compost I did have. Here's Black-Eyed Susan, trying to turn these two old watering cans I found into some planters. This one didn't quite work out. There's a little flower in there, but just a one. It's not a big enough hole. This one though, it's got some flowers coming out of it. Here's a oh boy, I don't remember. Common something or other. I just fell into one of my buckets. I pulled it out. I threw it into this bucket, and it just took off. Grew huge. So whatever. I'm gonna let it go. Maybe somebody will buy it. Maybe I'll replant it in the woods or something. Some suckers. I cut off my tomatoes. repotted right there. Got some flowers growing here. I found this on the side of the road. It's not going to stay there. This doesn't look all that great, but it's a work in progress. So I planted some gladiolas and some other flowers in it. And here's like a wildflower blend for... See, here's one of them trees I was talking about. They just pop up. Well, not exactly sure what they are. More flowers, more gladiolas. I forget. I'm really bad at labeling, but I'm getting better. It's really annoying when somebody's like, "What's this?" And you're like, it's a flower. It's pretty. Please buy it." Yep. I'm really bad at it. Really bad at it. Another black-eyed Susan. Cut off of that one. Repotted it. This is work in progress. I need to get more of these metal things, but they're not cheap. So we'll put a bunch of those up there, and I'm gonna grow strawberries on these top few layers, maybe here and back here. I'm not sure, and then I'll grow flowers in the other spot. What else is... I forget what type of tree this is, but I'm fitting to propagate this because it's pretty, and I think people will buy it. Some yard sale stuff. I got some premium organic mulch right here. If you look, it's a little bit of mulch and organic matter. I let it break down for a little while. I mean, if my beds weren't finished, this would go right on top of them. That's such, oh man, that's like cake and ice cream for vegetables. Here's the stock I got left. Sold a couple things today. These were flying off the shelf. I sold a bunch of them. Now people don't want them anymore. All the people who wanted them bought them, I guess. So got that. Finally, I bought this one thinking this was going to sell immediately. Look at this thing. It's so cute. Finally got somebody to say the same thing as me today. I was the first person to show any interest in it. Got some flowers going. Got a little Coca-Cola crate. People just want the crate. Get out of here, I'm a druid. Here's some fall crops. Get started early. We got right here, there's some kale, and there's some broccoli. See the broccoli? And then the rest is spinach. And then I can't remember what these flowers are. I'm bad at labeling. Some of my leftovers. The only tomato I got left for sale. And a little cherry tomato, another kale. This is bok choy. Oh, I already showed you guys my bok choy in the back. I love it. It's so good. I use it as a salad green. I put it on my burgers and stuff. Some more flowers, some morning glories, and some marigolds over there on the far side. Yep, here's some more stuff I'm going to be working on. I think I'm going to turn these into, you guys, I don't know if you ever seen them red, white, and blue American flag type things. But I might paint some weed leaves on there like a flag. Maybe do like green and purple or something. Found them on the side of the road. Found that too. Found these. I mean, this was a score. Those are so expensive. Big old pots like that. Lady said to take them. I said, you got it. Oh, also, just to finish up, found that as well. Punch up some fun, baby. Yeah. I'm thinking about turning it into something, but since business has slowed down so much, I might just sell it as is. I was thinking of either turning it into a vermicompost bin, because it'll catch the tea, their pee down on the bottom. Or maybe a planter of some kind, but I don't know. I need money. Anyway, I probably took up enough of you guys this time. Hopefully we'll see you soon. You could be my next customer. Later, y'all.